Here's something that most email marketers don't think about until it's too late. A subscriber hits your unsubscribe link. They're gone. And there was nothing in between, I get too many emails and please remove me from this list. That is where a preference center comes in. Instead of giving people a single exit door, you give them some email frequency options. They can choose what they hear from you about, how often, and even update their own info. So instead of losing a subscriber, you keep them on your terms and theirs. The Preference Center in MailerLite lets you build a fully customizable page where subscribers manage their own experience. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set one up from scratch. Quick note, this feature is available on the advanced plan. Let's get into it. From your MailerLite dashboard, click Account Settings in the left sidebar. Then click Preference Center, also in the left sidebar. And then from here, you're going to see the Preference Center dashboard. Click Edit Content to open the drag and drop editor. Once you're inside the editor, you're going to notice that there are 4 tabs up at the top: Update Preferences, Success Page, Confirmation Page, and Confirmation Email. The Update Preferences tab is the main form your subscribers are going to see. The Success Page shows after they hit Submit. The Confirmation Page appears when someone is confirming an updated email address. And the Confirmation Email is the email that the subscriber gets in their inbox to confirm their changes. You can customize all 4 to match your brand. You can click into any text area to update the default copy, and click on any element to open its settings in the right sidebar. You'll notice that there are 7 elements on the left that you can use to build this out within the Elements tab. You've got things like headings, video, images, and more, and customizable style options like width, cards, padding, corner roundness, and color. So let's start building an actual form. When a subscriber opens this page, they will see whatever information that they already provided when they first signed up, and they can update anything that's changed. Let's click into the form element, or the settings icon next to it, to open the field settings in the right panel. By default, you'll see some fields already included like email, country, last name. You can add more by clicking Add Question, and you can choose from existing options or add a custom question and enter a relevant field name. You can also set questions as required or optional, and this is useful if you have not collected certain info yet, like their favorite color, but you want to have that option set. Interest groups let subscribers add themselves directly into groups in your MailerLite account. You can think of it like a checkbox where people pick the topics they care about, like product updates, events, or weekly newsletter. To set this up, click Add Question and select Interest Groups to your form. Then remove or add groups based on what options they should have, or use the search bar to find and add the groups you want subscribers to choose from. Each group can get a custom label so that subscribers do not have to see your internal group names. You can also add a short description to explain what kind of emails they'll get if they select that group. This is powerful because subscribers are literally grouping themselves for you. They're telling you what they want, which means you can send more targeted content and watch your engagement go up. The frequency form is the default form at the top of the Preference Center. You could ask, how often would you like to hear from us? With options like daily, weekly, monthly, or more, with the option to show or hide different options or change the wording on those options. You can also choose to save your subscribers' answers from the frequency form into either a custom field or by setting up rules. Rules are what connect a subscriber's answer to an action in your account. To set up a rule within the frequency block, click into the option that you want to apply the rule to. Then select Add Rule. Then select what action you'd like to happen if they select this option. Here we have Add to Group, When, so when the option is selected. You can also set it to when the option is not selected, have a rule apply to that action or inaction, and then which group you'd like to add them to. So, for example, if somebody selects monthly for email frequency, then you can automatically move them to a monthly subscribers group, and then use that group to control who gets your monthly sends. You can also set a rule to update a custom field. So if you ask them something like, what content are you interested in? And they select automations, you can set a rule that updates their custom field. Once again, select Add Rule. Then under the action, select Update a custom field. Under Field, select the field you'd like to update, or create a new custom field. And then under update, you can select to update it with the answer or with a custom value. Before you leave the editor, take a minute to customize the other tabs. The success page is what subscribers see after they hit Update Preferences. A simple confirmation here can work. Something like your preferences have been saved goes a long way in building trust. The confirmation page is what allows subscribers to securely access their preference center. When they want to update their preference center, they'll click Send me the link, and a secure link is sent to their inbox in the form of the confirmation email. You can, of course, edit the email that's sent to their inbox within the confirmation email tab. Check out the Elements tab to see what options you have to design and customize this email. All three of those other options are fully editable. Go ahead and match your brand, keep the copy short, and make sure that subscribers feel confident that their changes went through. When you're done, hit Done Editing. Alrighty, so you've built the preference center out, and now it's time to actually link to it. Open up any campaign or automation email in the editor. Here we'll open up a campaign. And from here, you'll just want to drag and drop in any footer block. So you can see here when we start from scratch, we've already got a placeholder footer block, or if you don't have one, you can always add the block into your email. Click the footer block to open its settings, and then in the right sidebar, check the box to include a link to the preference center, and then hit save. This is going to add a clickable link right next to your unsubscribe link. You can also customize this link text. So you can say something like, update your email preferences, or something like, choose what you hear from us. There's also a second option. You can use the variable preferences anywhere in your email as well. You can drop it into a button block, and when a subscriber clicks it, they'll go straight to the preference center. One more thing that the preference center handles that's easy to overlook is email address changes. When a subscriber clicks on the Update Preferences link in your email footer, they'll get an email with a link to the preference center. And from there, they can delete their current email and type in a new one. After they submit, a confirmation email will go to the new address. And once they confirm it, all their existing data, like open history and custom fields, will transfer to the new email automatically. After your preference center is live, you'll want to keep an eye on what subscribers are actually changing. From Account Settings, click Preference Center, and then click Subscriber Activity. This will give you a log of any recent updates, if any. You can also track individual subscriber profiles by opening any subscriber, and then scrolling down to their activity section. And you can filter it by Preference Center to see exactly what that person updated and when. This is useful for spotting trends. If a lot of people are opting down to monthly, then that'll tell you something about your sending frequency. So pay attention to the data because it's useful feedback. And that is the preference center in MailerLite. You set up your form, add fields and interest groups, create rules that meaningfully impact how you interact with your subscribers, and let your audience tell you what they want. It sounds simple, and it is, but the impact is real. You get more relevant sends, better engagement, and fewer people walking out the door. If you're on an advanced plan, go get this set up today. It takes a few minutes, and it's one of the easiest wins you'll get for your email strategy. Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more of the best tips in email marketing.